already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 15, 1. 15 line. Tupper! Switch it, come on, switch it. Check. Now! Check. Five.
They'll run on first down. It's Waters. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quickstone, travel. Check 13. Check 13. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curve. Yeah. Hey, high 7.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
60 outlaw.
They'll run with Bawden. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Hey, Sam on. Go. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Big River.
From the gun, Watt. Room to run inside the 40. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. White. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Go! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, check. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Watt. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
First carry for James Conner. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the... ...38.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Sean Williams brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 28. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Here's Conner on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
50 round 80! I know he ain't got it. Single. Watch 80. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Let's go. Pass.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. 5 wide. He's coming. Double up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Waters, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Watt. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
On first down, Watt. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Hey, Charlie, let's get off the field. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta. Hey! 59. Record. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 3 bucks.
From the gun, Watt trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Looking to throw. Watt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watt. He'll rifle this, and he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Get it in! Hey, no, switch the mic right here. What's that? Here we go.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Go
4
now.
yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's complete to Robinson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watt gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it's gonna be 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
This is caught by Robinson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Like 14.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
51-80. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to slither by. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That's it, baby. We don't work. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down. One. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I can't believe they let you play.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike's 59. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw on third down, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Come on,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think that he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Hey, here we go. Watch that in. Watch that in.
Lead dribble.
On 1st down, it's Waters. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Singletary again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Round 80!
Rip right. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
To the air, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They run with Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boy.
And that'll set them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to... Set him back 5 yards.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Called in a very strong gain of 24. A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Watt. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, it's Waters. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
51 to Mike. 51 to
Look at me. Zipper.
On 4th down, Watt. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. Waters. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Watt. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this down to the 10. On 1st and 10. Watt. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Watt. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Steve 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Watt. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Singletary to get the drive started. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It's easy work.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, buddy!
51. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Half.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. Oh, another great move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Don't get nervous.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with Singletary. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
40's Mike. Watch the pass.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Total team.
It's a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Buffalo, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name.